With a clear sky and a bit foggy weather, we set off to the Chamundeshwari Hills at around 8 am. Chamundi Hills is a 13-kilometer drive from the city and it will take you 15 to 20 minutes to reach the top. The place is one of the most visited places in Mysore and it has its own religious value. The way to the temple encapsulates several mesmerizing views which attracts all age groups equally to this place. The crowning glory of Mysore, Chamundi Hills, is an enchanting place surrounded by natural beauty. In the forest, there are varieties of trees, birds, and animals. While going up the hills, a bird-eye views of Mysore can be seen and several prominent places be spotted. It offers a spectacular scene when the palace and its surroundings are illuminated during the Dashera and other occasions. We are about to reach the top in few seconds. At the topmost point of the hill, we have the famous Sri Chamundeshwari temple. Chamundi or Durga is the fierce form of Shakti. She is the slayer of demons, Chanda, Munda, and also Mahisasur, the famous buffalo-headed monster. According to Hindu mythology, Mahisasur was a combination of both an Asur and a Mahisha, which is a water buffalo. He intended to annihilate all the Devas since they were the arch enemies of Asurs. The legend of Mahisasur is important as the goddess Durga was incarnated in order to slay him. Every day the temple opens at 6 am and closes at 9 pm, with two breaks of 1.5 hours at 2 pm and 6 pm. The hill is known as Chamundi Hills in the honor of goddess Chamundi, the chief subject of the Devi Mahatmya. The goddess is believed to be an incarnation of Parvati, the consort of Lord Shiva. A large number of devotees from all over the country and from abroad visit the temple every year. They believe that the goddess fulfills their desire and aspirations. Beside the Chamundeshwari temple, we have the Mahabaleshwar temple, which came into existence during the rule of Ganga kings. It is dedicated to Lord Shiva, but we can also see idols of Vishnu, Nataraj, Parvati, Bhairava, and Saptamatrikas. Adjoining Mahabaleshwar temple, we also have the Lakshmi Narayan temple. From the temples on top, it's time to get down to the viewpoint from where we can see the beautiful city of Mysore. Some of the places that can be spotted from the hills are the Mysore Palace, Lalita Mahal Palace, which house the ITDC Hotel, Dasara Exhibition Grounds, Race Course, Kukarahalli Lake, St. Philomena's Church, and Krishna Raj Sagar at far off distance. Sand Sculpture Museum is the most recent addition to the list of places to see in Mysore. Located on the way to Chamundi Hills, this unique museum is first of its kind in India. At this museum, these sculptures are protected from sun, rain, and insects. Here you can see statues of sun god Raja Vodeyar, Arjun on its chariot, and Lord Ganesha. In the heart of city lies this beautiful and serene place of Karanji Lake. Standing at the gate itself, you can feel the calmness in the air. The lake is surrounded by a nature park consisting of a butterfly park and a walk-through aviary. This aviary is the biggest walk-through aviary in India. Hornbills, peacocks, white peacocks, turkeys, and black swans are some of the birds found in this aviary. The limited sunlight coming to the aviary makes this place perfect for the birds. One cannot keep his eyes off when a peacock is dancing. A minute of walk will lead you to the Birdwatch Tower. Just a leisure walk around the lake also promises to give you a few peaceful moments amidst the beautiful natural setting. The boating at the lake is quite enjoyable, letting you to experience the refreshing serenity of the lake. This beautiful cathedral was built in 1936 and it is one of the largest churches in the country. It has been built in the Gothic style with beautiful stained glass windows and lofty towers. Church's architecture was inspired by the Cologne Cathedral in Germany. It has a capacity to seat 800 people. From the back gate, we thought of taking a Tanga ride to the Mahal. Mysore served as the capital city of Kingdom of Mysore for nearly 6 centuries. The kingdom was ruled by the Wadeyar dynasty, except for a brief period in the late 18th century when Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan were in power. We are finally at the Mysore Mahal. Mysore is commonly described as a city of palaces. There are about 7 palaces inclusive of this. However, Mysore Palace refers specifically to the one within the old fort. Built by the Maharaja Rajarshi His Highness Krishna Rajendra Wadeyar IV, Mysore Palace is now one of the most famous tourist attractions in India after the Taj Mahal, with more than 6 million annual visitors. The architectural style of domes of the palace is commonly described as Indo-Saracenic and blends Hindu, Muslim, Rajput and Gothic styles. Let's take a 360 view to witness the blend. Mysore Zoo is one of the city's most popular attractions. The zoo is currently home to 10 elephants and has more elephants than any other zoo in India. The zoo also has 5 green anacondas contributed by the Colombo Zoo. It has giraffes, zebras, lions, tigers, white rhinoceros, and baboons. The zoo had completed 100 years in 1992. Close to Mysore, a divergence will lead you to the Brindavan Gardens. The best time to reach the garden is around 5 pm if you want to see the musical fountain show, which starts at around 6 o'clock. Primarily a terrace garden, Brindavan Gardens have been built in the complex of Krishnaraj Sagar Dam. Boating on the serene waters of River Kaveri is surely to make a Mysore trip memorable. And the wait is over. Let's enjoy the music.